What happens when a life that should have ended instead finds a way to continue? Jamie Foxx's story is not just that of a Hollywood star, but of a man forged in fire. From Ray Charles to Django, from laugh-out-loud comedy to searing drama, he has crossed worlds few artists can claim. His rise was never guaranteed, born of abandonment, strict discipline, and relentless struggle. Even a sudden stroke that stole 20 days of memory could not erase him. Scarred but unbroken, Jamie Foxx proves that resilience can survive darkness that seems absolute. A childhood defined by absence. Jamie Foxx, born Eric Marlin Bishop on December 13, 1967, entered the world without the shelter of parental love. His father, Daryl Bishop, gradually stepped away, and his mother, Louise Annette Talley, faded from his daily life. At 7 months, he was placed in the care of his grandmother, Estelle Marie Talley, whose unwavering faith and strict discipline would shape his survival. In a modest Texas home, comfort was rare, but order and expectation were abundant. Discipline became protection, and music offered a refuge. Here, the seeds of resilience and artistry were planted in the boy who would become Jamie Foxx. Music as salvation. In his grandmother's home, the piano was both burden and refuge. While other children played outside, Jamie endured hours of classical practice, fingers aching, mistakes repeated until perfection became muscle memory. Music filled the void left by absent parents, offering a voice when none was present. Bach, Beethoven, gospel hymns, each note taught precision, patience, and perseverance. Music was not merely a lesson, but a survival mechanism. The piano shaped his mind, his discipline, and his soul. In those early years, Jamie learned that beauty could emerge from hardship and that art could save where love had been missing. Humor as armor loneliness defined much of Jamie's childhood. Birthdays passed without celebration, school performances without applause, games without pride in the stands. He learned to hide the ache beneath humor, turning laughter into armor. As a boy, he discovered endurance before applause and resilience before recognition. This duality, pain concealed by performance, would become the hallmark of his life. Comedy became his weapon and his gift, transforming absence and neglect into something that could inspire and entertain. Beneath the laughter lived a child shaped by endurance, a man capable of carrying grief without letting it define him. The formative years adolescence did not ease his challenges. Food and shelter were guaranteed, but parental absence left a deeper poverty, the deprivation of affirmation and choice. Yet even amid these trials, something formidable took root. Gospel music gave him soul. Classical discipline honed his skill. Humor built bridges and survival. From this paradoxical foundation, Jamie Foxx emerged, not broken by absence, but molded by it. Early adversity became fuel for ambition, shaping a resilience capable of carrying him into the world. These years carved not just talent, but determination, forming a man ready to confront challenges no one could foresee. Entering the world of performance. By the 1980s, Jamie's hunger stretched beyond music. At United States International University in San Diego, he mastered composition, theory, and classical precision. Yet the lure of the stage, the raw electricity of a live crowd, pulled him toward comedy. Los Angeles clubs tested patience, dignity, and self-belief, often stripping hope from performers in moments. Yet Jamie persevered, learning to transform pain into presence, discipline into performance, and loneliness into connection. Comedy was combat, and he emerged victorious, his humor a bridge between suffering and success. This crucible honed a performer capable of navigating Hollywood's toughest stages. Triumph through talent. Jamie Foxx's rise was marked by iconic roles and groundbreaking performances. He carried Ray Charles's soul in Ray, stared fate down in Collateral, and broke cinematic chains as Django. Few actors command laughter, tears, and awe with such authority. His versatility spans music, comedy, drama, and television, winning Oscars, Grammys, and the hearts of audiences worldwide. Yet behind each triumph lies a boy shaped by absence, discipline, and endurance. His success is proof that genius can emerge from struggle, and that art, honed in hardship, has the power to endure beyond circumstance. The crisis of mortality. Even the brightest flame is tested. At 58, Jamie Foxx faced a sudden stroke threatening to end him. Hospital walls became a liminal space between life and oblivion. Applause collapsed into prayer, rumors of death spread, and 20 days of his memory vanished forever. Few survive such an abyss. He returned, scarred but unbroken, proof that resilience can withstand even the cruelest blows. This moment of mortality transformed him, reinforcing the fragility of life and the strength required to reclaim it. It was not just recovery, but a reinvention of purpose and presence. Rebuilding and reclaiming recovery demanded structure, therapy, and intention. Jamie Foxx emerged with a quieter, more deliberate approach to life. Wealth remained, but urgency subsided. His focus shifted to family, health, and consistency. His daughters became his anchor. Karen Fox, a public figure and producer, works alongside her father, their bond forged through survival rather than fame. Annalise, musically gifted, remains an emotional tether, a reminder of why recovery mattered. Daily discipline, reflection, and careful curation of professional projects define this new chapter, where ownership of his narrative supersedes the chase for relevance. Philanthropy and legacy. Jamie Foxx's life today is measured by contribution and meaning. Millions have been donated quietly to Down syndrome advocacy, cancer awareness, education, and community initiatives. Philanthropy reflects a man intimately aware of life's fragility and compelled to act. Professionally, he focuses on legacy, curated work, meaningful appearances, and projects aligned with personal values. His Netflix special, ongoing shows, and collaborations represent authorship and truth. Survival has given him perspective, allowing success to be measured not by fame or wealth, but by integrity, impact, and the capacity to transform personal pain into collective benefit. A life defined by gratitude. Jamie Foxx's story is a meditation on survival and purpose. From an abandoned boy in Texas to global stardom, from collapse to recovery, he demonstrates that greatness is defined not by what is lost, but by what is carried forward. Health, family, and personal discipline now shape his days. His laughter is softer, his strides slower, yet each moment is heavy with meaning. Every day survived is a victory, every act of creativity a testament to endurance. In the end, success is waking up with gratitude, embracing purpose, and honoring the courage to continue despite darkness. Reflection on endurance. The arc of Jamie Foxx's life reminds us that adversity can become the soil for resilience. From childhood neglect to professional triumphs, from stroke to recovery, he embodies the strength of survival. Humor, music, discipline, and faith intersect to form a life that inspires beyond the screen. Each chapter carries lessons on courage, perseverance, and the transformative power of choice. Jamie Foxx's journey compels reflection. Which trials shape you? How do you measure your own victories? His story proves that the human spirit, when tested, can emerge not only unbroken but stronger, wiser, and full of purpose.